Hey there, welcome to NZ Money Karma, where you can find freedom from the daily grind through budgeting, simple living and adventure. So I've been up super early this morning and I've been out and done some grocery shopping, so that's why I've got my food envelope here. But then I did think, yes, I was meant to show you guys the pantry first, so there's a bit of context, because otherwise you might be thinking that we're somehow starving or our kids aren't getting good food. So what I'm spending is just topping up the pantry, not necessarily everything that's in the pantry. So I thought I'd just show you very quickly what we've got kind of scattered around, and some of it is scattered around. It's not super tidy. It's very early in the morning, so no time for tidying as yet. So this is just the leftover fruit from the week before. We've got some foraged apples, foraged lemons, and some mandarins that we bought. I will be going to the fruit and veg shop, but not today because I have work this afternoon and I'm going to run out of time. Let's jump in here. I want to show you, this is a 4.5 litres of coconut oil, and that's pretty much full. I have another one of those as well. This here is our bulk honey. It's in a golden syrup container, but it's probably about this full, so we have this much honey left. So we buy this 14 kgs, one of these per year. And then in here, what have I got? Almonds, that's my second thing of almonds. Do you want to have a look inside some of them, eh? So there you go, that's what's left of the honey. What I thought was a borio rice is actually red lentils. They're also in a brown paper bag, but I thought that was all of them. And I have these almonds left over. There's not that many right at the bottom, plus one more container like this. And the reason I'm using these containers is because Farmer's Wife Homestead, Stacey from Farmer's Wife Homestead, had a look through my pantry and gave me some suggestions. And one of them was, if you're going to buy and invest in buying bulk food, so it's cheaper to buy bulk food than it is to buy in small amounts. But if you're going to spend the money to do that, protect it. Make sure little creatures can't get in and ruin it for you. So everything I've got is now stored in these golden syrup containers. And the reason I have those golden syrup containers is because they just cost $1. And they're really good food grade plastic. So I have heaps of those. Here I have bulk flour. That's just a new co-op order. So that's about $200 worth of flour there, and that should last us a good wee while, but the ordering is quite sporadic and I didn't want to run out, so that's why I bought so many. So I imagine this quarter we would use these two, and then next quarter those two, but we'll wait and see. We do use a lot of flour because we bake a lot of bread. So it's not organic, but it is spray free, so it's basically organic but without the certification, which keeps it much more affordable. And I buy that in a group with a whole group of other people as well. So that's what helps us get wholesale prices. Now in here is kind of the same thing. I've got rice there. I've got dried apricots. Oh, that's heavy. That's completely full of dried apricots. Again, these are all organic things I've bought from the food co-op. That's my big almonds. I've got desiccated coconut in here. And I've got another one of dates, so pull that off. So this is all organic from my food co-op. You can see in there. And that's the dried apricot pieces. Desiccated coconut. Easy, I'm tripping over things here. And then that's bulk almonds in there. Excuse the mess in here. It's got all my old jars and things for making ginger beer and stuff. So I've got 4.5 litres of coconut oil that's been unopened. My thinking behind buying so much coconut oil is not because I use it hugely in cooking, but because I've started making body products and you use it a lot in moisturizers. So I bought 2 big containers of that. Organic sesame oil, I've got 5 litres of that. Unfortunately, I did buy 5 litres, but it's not that nice kind of sesame oil that smells like sesame seeds, which is what I was hoping to actually buy. And then over here I've got another 5 litre of sunflower oil, and I have some of that in my pantry, my everyday kind of pantry as well. I'm not going to open these up because it's a bit of a pain. But these are red lentils as well, so that's, I think there's a 20 kg bag or a 25 kg bag, and there's definitely heaps still left in there, as well as that bin that I thought had arborio rice. And this here is rolled oats, so again a 20 or 25 kg bag, and that's still halfway full, maybe a quarter way full. No one's really eating oats at the moment though. So over here, so this is just more like an everyday kind of pantry where I go shopping from. I've got plenty of pastas. Gosh, I bought these for $1 a pack ages ago. They're so far past their expiry date. But what does that say? Best before September 2022. I am in no hurry to use it though. We don't eat lasagna that much, but it's actually fine. I would eat that, you know, for the rest of its life. It's going to be fine. Some noodles. I think I bought those because we eat them when we go tramping. The kids like them. I don't really like them. Okay, and then this is just the next kind of level. You can see when I've started to write prices on things. I haven't always done that. That's something new. So I've got some drinking chocolate, some baking chocolate, some more cocoa powder and baking things down there. Baking powder, baking soda, bit of sauce. This is instant active dried yeast, so good for baking bread. I've never been able to really master the sourdough. I've kind of killed every sourdough baby I've ever been given, so I've kind of given up on that. It's just some of those rice papers for making, not spring rolls, what do you call them? You know, they look like this. Those thin, clear rice paper things. Put noodles and vegetables in them. This is some soup mix. We don't really like it. My husband likes that. That's why we have it. There's my salt. There's peppercorns, ginger in the back, some noodles, some passata, some more pasta spaghetti. And up here, have I got things like marinades. Just things that make your cooking nicer, you know, if you can add a little bit. Reduced cream, some tinned fish, some tinned mushrooms, oops. Plenty of baked beans and spaghetti because that's nice on a Sunday morning. A bit of coconut cream and some tinned tomatoes. And then up on the next shelf, let's see, what do we got? A bit of beetroot, some custard, black olives, jelly, dishwashing liquid, some more jams that I've made, and some biscuits for making fudge cake. And then up the top, I'm not going to climb right up there, I just have various body things. There's a cardboard box out the back there, that's, you can see it kind of right in the corner, and that's got toothbrushes, toothpaste and dental floss. And a quick wee look in here at the oil situation. Got sunflower oil, sesame oil, I've got plum sauce, apple cider vinegar, malt vinegar, there's some white vinegar, a few different kinds of oils, some coconut oil, and that's just hanging out in the pantry, ready to be used on a daily basis. Up here I just have a few bits and bobs. Sesame seeds. I won't go through it all, I'll just show you. Let's do a pan around, I'll try and keep it steady for you. So I've got baking things, almonds, powdered milk. I always use powdered milk in baking, never use fresh milk now. Too expensive. Some popcorn, that's dates and sesame seeds, oats, sunflower seeds and desiccated coconut, and dried apricots up there. That's just so it's all ready for me to use while I'm in the kitchen. You know, I try and top those up. You know, when the sesame seeds, for example, get really low, I'm just going to pan up here. You'll see some wheat bix. Right up the top there are my refills for all the seeds. So there's sesame seeds, sunflower seeds up there. There is some arborio rice. That's right there. I knew I wasn't making it up. I knew I had some. Just didn't know where. And then down here you can see the school lunch stuff. There's a banana cake in there. There's bread in there. That's the wheat bix that are open. This is organic white basmati rice, really yummy. I think that's 10 kgs. 10 kgs of rice, there's probably 5 kgs left in there. And then this is just dried ingredients. Get that out of your way. And that's just garlic. That's old garlic from last year. I have harvested this year's garlic. I just haven't had a chance to plait it all up and make it nice. Okay, and lastly, this is the very last of my pantry kind of things. I have some raisins. Oops. There you go, not many of those left now. I would have bought 2 or 3 kgs. Desiccated coconut, I'm not going to open that. That's probably about half full left with the coconut. We've already had a look in the other one. And in here is 10 kgs of polenta. What am I going to do with 10 kgs of polenta? I do not know. I kind of helped the food co-op order go through by buying a whole heap of it. And now I'm just not really using it. If you've got any ideas, please let me know. Now my very last thing to do is to go out and have a look in the freezer. The freezer is out in the garage, so lots of things in the garden are going to seed. I've just left those carrots to go to seed so that I can have more carrots. But we've got carrots growing in the garden as well. We've got courgettes. I've already harvested this morning. I've got a couple of courgettes and my very first red ripe tomato. So there you go. Carrots. I just sprinkled seeds everywhere for those. Make my way through. But the tomatoes are finally starting to turn red. Hooray. Oops. Gosh. You know courgettes, they really do get away on you. I can just spy. I'll come round here. Let's have a look. I can just spy that I've missed one. And as they say, neck minute, you've got a big giant marrow. But that's all right. I will pick that off, just because you need to pick them to encourage more to grow. But I will pick it off and that will become piccalilli. That's the main reason I grow courgettes, is because we like to have different sauces and chutneys. So what have we got? 1 chicken. There's not many sausages left from my sausage hunting journey. 1, 2, 3 packs of sausages, 4, 5 packs of sausages. That's some onion weed pesto that I made last year. No one's really eaten it, so I probably need to start taking it out and just adding it into stuff. And I've had a go at freezing some custard. I'm not sure if that will work, but it was $1.99 and it's normally about $5.99, so I thought that was last time I did a cash stuffing, not a cash stuffing video, the last time I did a grocery video I had that. So I haven't opened them, I don't know how it's going to turn out. In here we've got some pies. So 1, 2, 3 packs. So I would use pies like a takeaway. So instead of having a takeaway, I would go, oh, I can't be bothered cooking tonight. Let's have pies. And there's some just deli meat. That's a little flat chocolate cake that didn't rise, but still will taste okay. I've got some, what are they? Oh, those are little mini pizzas. These aren't scrolls, I've just reused that bag. So I've made mini pizzas when some bread didn't rise. Got some wraps, 2 lots of wraps, oh no, 3 lots, so there'll be 15 wraps, there'll be 12 bread rolls there. That's the dog meat, more dog meat, oh that's dog bones for cleaning his teeth, and some more buns. So it's not super well stocked, but yeah, it's not so bad. Here's some onions that I harvested. These ones here are going to have to be eaten quite quickly because you can see lots of them have gone to seed, so they never really fell over and their stalks haven't dried. The ones in this bag here are ones that I'm going to store because they've dried off. So when my family say, oh yeah, you're going to the supermarket, you know, there's nothing to eat, I certainly don't think there is nothing to eat in our house. There is plenty to eat, but sometimes what we're missing is just like the secret sauce, the thing that makes the rice and beans taste yummy. You know, like it's just the little things that sometimes is what I'm needing to get at the supermarket. So let's jump inside and let's have a look and see what did I buy today at Pack and Save. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed that. At least you know what's in the cupboard, so it doesn't make no sense that I haven't bought flour today or something like that. I did remember once I was showing you around that I forgot to buy sugar. I do have just, gosh, probably about maybe 500 grams of sugar left. So I've popped it up in the top of the cupboard. You would have seen that in my pantry. And that is so that it's hopefully still there when I go to do some baking. So if you watched my last cash stuffing video, I did a rejig and I thought, oh crikey, the way I've worked things out is not going to work as well as I thought. I'm trying to keep the grocery budget to 100 a week. This time I've done a fortnightly shop and I'm within that, so that's good. I have taken money from my budget and put that aside to pay for the flour, which I showed you. That was $200, so that's out of the grocery budget already. That's kind of like my bulk buy for this quarter, I guess. I won't be doing a big food co-op order when that comes up at the end of February because I've kind of spent my money. And the other money that I've allocated, got a bit of money in here. I've kind of put it into fortnightly sections, you know, so some weeks there's not that much at all, but I don't know. I'm not going to starve my family if it doesn't work. We're just going to take money from somewhere else because there is money there. Do you know what I mean? So please don't worry that no one's being fed. I think it's quite a good range of stuff. We've got lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. We grow plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables. We've got all the bulk stuff covered through the organic food co-op. So groceries is topping up. And if I can do all of that for $100 a week, I don't know, it might be a bit of a miracle, but it will also feel very good. This is my change from today. Why is there so much there? I must have taken something from another week because that's not how much change was actually there. I've taken extra out of there, sorry. So this is my change from today. It's kind of 25, 27-ish. So that will go into my challenges, put that away. And this here is going to go and top up the fresh fruit and vegetables. I haven't dug up any potatoes yet, so I'll probably buy potatoes, maybe some tomatoes, some mandarins probably, and I've got a few spices to get. I've got to get some curry powder and some garam masala, and that will probably take the rest of that. So I'll call it 200 for the fortnight. Let's see what I got. So I'm going to start off. I got milk. I don't normally buy dairy milk. I normally buy soy milk, organic soy milk. This is what the kids wanted though. They asked specifically for this. I don't want to be a gatekeeper of food and drinks in our house, so I just bought it. That's fine. So that's $4.29. Oh, I can't even write on that. Let's try here. $4.29 for 2 litres of milk in New Zealand. And that is, as you can see, budget milk. Nothing fancy about the milk. Done. Lots of these things are requests from the kids. I got 2 things of rice cakes. They were $1.49, I think. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there you go, $1.49. They are very much in the swing of wanting to have a little bit like the other kids have in their school lunches now. And that's okay. I don't mind. I don't really love it. I would rather just have homemade stuff. But like I said, I don't want to be a gatekeeper of things or make the kids feel uncomfortable. So sometimes I'm going to buy these. I'm not going to buy tons of these. This will just be like 2 lunches or something. They can have these crackers and the rest of the time they have to have stuff that we make ourselves. Eggs are back to being expensive. So 12 eggs. They were $8.49 each. And I didn't check them when I was there to make sure there were no broken ones. Phew. I use milk powder in my baking. You would have seen in my pantry I had a half full thing of milk powder like this. I bought another one and I bought skim milk powder because I just use it in baking. No one drinks it, so I don't need to worry about fat content for the kids because they do need fatty things. They're growing people. So this is just for baking, and this was on sale for $6.99 as opposed to $10. So that's why I got that. I got these little vegetable cocktail samosas. The kids also like these in their school lunches as well. They didn't ask for them, but I saw them. They were on sale, so they were that was $5. Where are we? Here we go. It's my favourite time. It's butter time. How much did I pay for butter this week? I don't know if you want to know. I think every time I buy butter, there's always someone there who's just like, oh my goodness, this butter. And I can't help but sit there and agree, and we end up having a conversation about how expensive butter is. So that was $7.69 this week. Eek. So that's more expensive than last time I bought butter, because it was $7 last time, or $6.99. So it's gone up 70 cents, in the course of a month, which, is a 10% increase. That's crazy. And wrong, I think. Like, I just don't know how people can justify that. It's just, to me, it's just wrong. Coconut cream. I've got more than two, so they will be in another somewhere. So coconut cream, that was just regular price, $1.39. But just to note, there was other coconut cream there, and they were saying 3 for $5. But it's the same coconut cream. Like, they're literally the same coconuts, made in the same country. I mean, I can't prove it, but probably the same factory. So why would you pay more for exactly the same thing? What I always do is I look here and I look, what are the ingredients? And I make sure that the percentage is the same. So if it says coconut kernel extract, 92%, I look on the other tin and make sure it also says 92%. So then I know I'm getting exactly the same product, but just for less money. And then I got just a couple of spaghettis, and they are 85 cents each. And they're nice for, I don't know, an easy breakfast or something, or even after school. My son will eat those. These two things here were on sale. Again, I don't know if they'll be any good. They're organic. Crikey, I've already made an error. Okay, normally I won't be buying these again, let's just say that. They were 99 cents. Whoops. The milk chocolate buttons, they're the same price, always $3.99. I think you can buy these in bulk somewhere for less than that. I just haven't seen them or bought them. So I will make an effort to go to a baking factory shop before I do my next kind of big allocation, which will be the beginning of April. I'll cross those off. Buttons done. I only bought 2 yogurts. I think we have, actually I didn't go through. We have another drawer in the pantry, and that has yogurt in there, and I forgot to go through that. And I think we have 2 more of those. So they're very nice yogurts, but they're also super pricey. It's $4.49 per kg of yogurt. Made in New Zealand though. I've got some split yellow peas. That's for making a particular curry that I want to make. They are $1.85 each. And these are great. I think if you don't have split peas or lentils in your cupboards, that's a really easy way of getting good, nutritious food. Like, it's so healthy, but it's also really yummy. I'm going to be making a dal. I think even they have a recipe, pea and kurma curry, on the back here. And I've made this before, and it's actually really, really nice. So 1 cup of split yellow peas into that curry. So this is easily going to make 2 curries, right? So that's pretty good. Yummy, healthy, and also not very expensive. Like I said when I was showing you the fridge or the freezer outside, sometimes it's just the sauces that make things nice, and just having some crushed garlic, crushed chili, crushed ginger to add to something turns it from a very plain meal into quite a yummy meal. So I've got, well, each one of those is $1.99. heaps of garlic. I don't know, maybe that was a bit of an impulse buy, but not to worry. Here's the rest of my coconut creams, so they're $1.39. I didn't buy organic tomatoes today because the organic tomatoes were $2.85 per tin, and I kind of have like a little algorithm where I will buy organic if I can make it work within a particular amount. Like for example, for tomatoes, I'm happy to pay double, but I'm not happy to pay triple. So I bought these. These are the cheapest tomatoes that were there, and they're $1.05 for a tin of tomatoes. So if I'm not buying organic, to me it doesn't matter. They are all exactly the same. It doesn't matter the kind of label that they have. See, they're all, I don't know if you can see, they're all made in Italy. There we go. I got 2 tinned fruits, not because they were particularly, kind of good value or anything, but just because we've used quite a bit of tinned fruit in baking for various things, and I just felt that I needed to stock up a wee bit with tinned fruit. And then I got 1 tin of tuna. That was $3.49. There we go, that's 1 bag down. Next I got some soy sauce. That was something I made something the other day, like a honey soy chicken for the kids. And I didn't have soy sauce, so then I'm on the internet, what can I substitute for soy sauce? And then I like, use this, use that, and I had none of those things. And I think I ended up using vinegar, and it said balsamic vinegar, but I didn't have balsamic vinegar, but I do have 2 litres of apple cider vinegar. So I gave that a go. It didn't necessarily turn out perfectly. It was alright, everyone said it tasted nice, but yeah, maybe it's better just to have the soy sauce. And that is $3.29. Some volumetric cheese, that's $11.85. Oh, that won't write on there. Anyway, $11.85 for a kg of pretty average cheese. Marmite, I've been out of Marmite for a while and I really miss it. It's my favourite spread. If I'm going to have toast, I want to have Marmite on the toast. So I'm going to go either $4.09 for this little. There was one that was bigger, and it was going to be a better price per 100 grams, but it was going to put my budget out, I thought, so I did decide this is the only thing I bought that was smaller that actually turns out more expensive. And I got some sour cream because I only bought one cheese for the fortnight, and I would say normally we would go through 1 a week, but I'm quite far into the fortnight already because I've been working a lot. I haven't had a chance to go and do the shopping. So I've bought some sour cream as well, $3.79. So I'm kind of thinking when I go shopping, I'm kind of having an amount for dairy. Like I want it to be around $20 worth of dairy for the fortnight. And how I make that up is, flexible. So the way I've made it up this time is sour cream, a kg of cheese, and a couple of milks. Obviously butter, I don't even hardly count that as dairy because if I did that I'd have to allocate $50. So just butter is butter. I always have to get 2 butters. There's never any wiggle room on that. So yeah, $20 plus butter is what I'm thinking for dairy. And this is the meat I got. You can see here I've got mince. I'll split that into 2, so that's 2 mince meals. And then I got 3 for $25 chicken deal. And before I saw this, I had actually gone around and picked up some of this chicken. So it's normally $20.99 a kg. This is $23.99 a kg, and that's $20.99 a kg. So all free range chicken. So yeah, I've definitely saved a bit of money. But even when I'm doing this, I'm always looking, like this is the first one I picked up, because I'm looking what is the most meat This is half a kg, 504, 0.504 of a kg. So I'm getting the most. So there's some there for $8. You know, that means there's less than a half a kg. And it's 3 for 25, so I'm always going to buy the one that has the most meat in it. And that's quite a good price for chicken here in New Zealand, so the kids will be happy with that, as will my husband. And then last but not least, this is actually why I get up early to go to the supermarket, is to go and get these buns. So I'll show you what I got, and I allocate $10 towards this. So these are normally $4.99, $2. Normally $5.69, $2. That's my best buy, $7.99, $2. So there's 16 cheese and bacon buns in there. The kids like that for their school lunch. They'll eat a homemade bread now at home for breakfast, but they definitely do not want to take a homemade bread sandwich. And to be fair, I don't know, I understand. It's really not as yummy as a soft bread roll, but it is what it is. I've got these $5.49, really nice little Turkish rolls. I'll probably rather than use them for lunch, I'd probably use them as something for dinner. You know, like add that to a dinner meal. And then I just got 2 other things of cheese buns, but there's only 12 in each of these, and they're $6.49 normally. So that's it from me today. That's everything I bought today at Pack and Save. I'm going to head out and go and get the spices from the bin in, and then head to the fruit and veg shop for a bit of a top up. That'll probably be tomorrow's job though. You've had a good look through the pantry. You know everything that my family has to eat. Is it different from what you guys would be eating? Do you store your things differently? Do you plan for your staples differently? I'd love to hear. I'm just so keen to learn from everybody who's jumping on and having a look. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. That really helps. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye for now.